Hey, it's Steve and Liz. We're back at the museum. We've been setting up for a ghost hunt at the dollhouse, which we haven't done. Actually, she's never done a ghost hunt there.
Yeah.
I haven't done one in ages. Plus, we went over to check on Rebe. Rebe wasn't feeling particularly good today. But so we're going to be checking on her, making sure she's okay. Which I think is one of the reasons we're getting a lot more activity out of the dollhouse. Since we were there, I set up the camera, which I've been on the road a little bit. And I wasn't even worried about the camera because I knew it was charged and I hadn't used it for a couple of days. I go in there and the battery's like dead.
Wiped out.
I mean, it's like I didn't bring a spare battery with me. And I actually had the camera set up in the table behind the museum where I charge a lot of the stuff. And I purposely didn't charge it because I knew it would be fine. And so I went over there. I was like, what the hell? So what little bit we could film, a little bit of B-roll there. And then so with the phones, we're just taking static shots. We have stuff for the investigation and stuff. So I kind of postponed what we wanted to get done there today, but we sprayed for bugs and some other stuff.
I mean, we were there for what, 20, 30 minutes? And
yeah, besides being there earlier. Yeah,
yeah.
Checking, putting the bug bombs in. We collected the bug bombs and we sprayed some more. So it was kind of smelling like pesticide. But we were downstairs and you put the spirit box on.
Yeah, I turned on the spirit box and the first word that came up was negative. And that was in the sofa room.
Right,
and
with the room with the big doll on the table, which we'll post some of these pictures.
Right before you started having difficulty with the tripod, I got this like burning on my side. And lo and behold, we come back here, I check my side and I've got a scratch.
Yep.
So we got a picture of that.
In the short period we're there. And on top of that, I was just trying to get pictures just to have for, to show the rooms and stuff, something besides, since I wasn't shooting video. And my phone was doing this weird sort of...
It wouldn't focus.
Yeah, it was not just even focusing, it was almost like
bouncing,
zooming in and out. It was just odd, weird stuff. So a lot of energy there. So I'm hoping we get even a part of that energy tomorrow.
And the door, the closet door in Ronald's room was open. We closed it earlier today when we went to go fog and come back and it's open. So I closed it again and we'll see when we get there.
Yeah, I told you stories about things that happened to us with Julia, who used to work with us. And she would sit on the steps and say, Ronald, can you open it? And I would be sitting back, so it would be her and her friends. And they, oh, thank you. I said, did he open the door? It's like, and the door opened. So we actually got the door opened a little bit there. Now, we didn't catch it because we didn't have any equipment running and the battery. So I'm going to be digging in the back here and try to find some of the old portable DVR systems we have and see if we can get done with that.
This time we'll be prepared.
Yeah. But you got to remember, we haven't been over there in a while. We've been on the road doing all this crazy stuff. It's just been a crazy few months.
Crazy year.
Yeah, crazy year. Bad year. And anyway, so tonight we already got a K2 set up here. She's going to set up the spirit box. And we're going to ask some questions. Now, since we got back here, we're getting knocks, bangs, voices. So we're getting activities. So the museum itself, but it's like maybe it's a full moon tonight. Did we even check?
I don't think we checked, but it's been weird activity all day.
It's been very strange.
Yesterday was kind of a dead day, but while you were out of town, I mean, everybody was going crazy in here. The spirits were just super active, knocking on the wall, talking, playing with the doors. So. Yeah,
I went on the road for one day just to get out of town, and I was kind of disorganized. And typical, my head's been up my ass lately. And I ended up stopping at Fredericksburg and just grabbed a place and hung out. And was trying to find something to do there. And it was just, it was literally just a road trip. I was able to pick up a few things. We were on the road, but I was on the road. She was running things here. And so I was going to spend another day, and I was debating where to go. I didn't want to go too far, and ended up just coming back here. And so we said, let's concentrate on getting these videos done. And we got a couple other things we're planning on doing this week. And then next step is, next big trip is going to be Crypticon.
Crypticon, my first time.
Yep,
I'm excited. And Mothman Museum.
Hopefully hit the Mothman Museum, either going or coming back. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
And then another thing too, I shouldn't make all these promises, but I looked up Poplik, the bridge, and that's not too far.
Yeah, well, we're out there in
if we can
Kentucky,
knock that out too. So we got a bunch of things on the list. We're trying to get out and do more. So hopefully you guys
Fingers
appreciate
crossed I can hold you to it.
It's been crazy. It's been we've been battling everything as far as trying to keep the museum, the building, and all this other stuff. This has been one thing after another. So that being said, we're getting hits on the K2, and we're going to see what we can pick up here. Since we've been talking, I haven't heard a lot of banging. Right. That being said, you want to start the spirit box and see if we can get some
Sure, yeah.
responses?
Let's see what everybody has to say today.
Now, which app are you going to use today?
I'm using the Spirit Talker
Okay.
Paranormal.
If need to, I can set up my phone and use a different one, but we don't want to get too much if we don't have to.
The Necrometer is pretty cool, but I like this Spirit Talker app.
And we have actually regular SB11s, SB7s, all that kind of stuff. Right now, we're just going to use these. We've had pretty good luck with them. And we're going to see what we can pick up. At the dollhouse, I'm going to use Boo Bear. We're going to go through the whole slew of stuff. We're going to go
Tesla
through.
coil, get
Yeah.
that going.
We actually did that in this building earlier just to get things sparked up, which I think is one of the reasons we're hearing so much noise.
Yeah, we kind of stirred everybody up.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy.
But
So we're kind of just very relaxed, just sitting here, but we're going to see what we can pick up on the way of items. So let's ask a few questions. Who's here? Is anyone here that wants to tell us their name or what they did in this building? Do you know the name of the town we're in?
Pain.
Pain? Are you in pain? It's a noisy chair.
I apologize.
Can you tell us our names? Do you know who we are? For those of you who don't know, this building's been a little bit everything. It was a church,
K2 spiking.
honky tonk. None of us have our phones on. This is the closest thing to a phone here. All phones are put away. But a little bit everything in this building has been crazy history. And we do get the voice of a little girl in here. We're not sure who she's associated with. And then we get a man and a woman voice that sounds like a muffled conversation, sometimes just a male.
The little girl has been really active lately. Anytime the doors are being played with, I'll turn on the Spirit Talker, and usually it just says, I'm a child, and things along those lines. So I think she likes to...
Cement shoes.
Cement shoes. Not sure what that has to do with this place at all. It is a concrete floor. It is a cinder block building, so.
I mean, somebody was working construction through this building, or hardware, or anything
Usually
like
cement
that.
shoes is talking about killing somebody with,
Huh.
That's usually the term used.
Please take care.
We'll take care. Do you think we're in danger here? You think there's something here that wants to hurt us? I got an email the other day, which I
There's 5 of us.
5 of us.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I
note?
just heard a bang in the back. We just got another bang. And it goes back to the back behind the bathrooms, kind of where the kind of where my office is in the back there.
It sounds like that wall back there, right above your office door. Do you want to come closer and talk to us?
Touch something around us. Touch one of us. Don't scratch anybody, though.
I've already been scratched today. Someone's pulled my hair in here. You can touch my hair.
One night a couple of months ago, I had so much noise in here, I ended up going live on my phone for 7 hours. People just couldn't believe the activity. As you can hear, we're still...
I lost my hair.
Me too. How'd you lose your hair?
Should I take my hat off?
Let's show off that you have hair.
No. Well, they said that
Rub
right
it
after I
in.
said you can touch my hair.
Was that what it said? I thought I lost my hair.
Yeah, it said I lost my hair, but they said that right after I said you can touch my hair.
Oh, okay.
So take my hat off and
How did you lose your hair? Were you sick?
my dad.
No, it's not.
So you weren't sick?
Can you make another noise in here? Move something? Preferably in front of the camera, something around here. Do you know where the dollhouse is, where we're going tomorrow? I'm thinking I'm hearing something behind me. I can't tell if it's coming from outside since we have the statue behind us.
Did you follow us from the dollhouse?
Who are you?
I'm Liz.
And I'm Steve. Who are you? Can you give us your name? Just hearing some strange noises. I can't tell exactly where they're coming from.
It sounds like it's coming from behind us.
Almost like an old-timey radio. Is that what you're hearing? Kind of like a little scratchy radio? Now, we're getting truck noises from here, too, so I'm trying to distinguish.
The difference between
Yeah.
the noise, but
As
it
it gets
sounds
later,
like
it'll get quieter.
it sounds like the crackling of like a record player or something.
Are you making the noises behind us?
I'm sad.
We're sad, too. Why are you sad? Are you trapped in this building? Sometimes I feel trapped. That's a car going by.
Do you want to come closer and talk about it? We're here to listen.
Are you up in the attic?
It just spiked when you said that.
Yeah.
Why don't you come down here and join us?
Come on, make a noise right here or move something.
Fallen.
What do they mean by that? Fallen? Did you fall from the access to the attic?
Little blip. Do you like being in the attic?
We put another doll out tonight. Can you tell us about the new doll? Noisy truck outside.
Are you scared to get close to us?
Elmer.
It's the first name we've gotten. Elmer? Is that your name? I don't know if an Elmer was associated with this building. It's not a name I've heard before.
I haven't heard it on the Spirit Talker.
I've had a lot of people come in and tell me about the businesses and stuff, and my uncle and this one, and I've never heard the name Elmer come up. Did you work here? Do you know who scratched Liz?
Did you scratch me? Are you upset because last time we had the Spirit Talker on, I said you couldn't come home with me?
Graveyards hide secrets.
Yes, they do. Do you want us to go to the graveyard? I spent a lot of time in the graveyard. I used to go over and help them mow it when I had employees that were out. I would spend hours and hours there on weekends. One of the things I would see, and I mentioned to a couple of my employees and I didn't even want to talk about it, I'd be out there with noise canceling headphones on with a zero turn, just kind of hitting the areas where a dyslexic didn't set up the tombstones. You can actually get between them and there was a proper space. And I'd just be driving and listening to music, and all of a sudden I'd see it look like a child get up, run from one stone over to another, like duck behind. And I'm concerned because some of our stones are like defying gravity. And I go up there like, who's messing around in the cemetery? And nothing. And that happened to me a couple of times. I mentioned to one of the employees, he goes, I'm not even going to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's obviously sort of the same thing.
I mean, my dad used to see all kinds of weird stuff. So.
Well, that's my belief. Energy's energy, and that's what we have. And once you pass on, the energy's still there. It's just our flesh vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Are you buried in the cemetery? And this was a church at one point, so.
Yeah.
Agatha.
That sounds more like a name that would make sense for this area.
Was your funeral held here?
We have pews in the back too. They're not from this church, but they're from another church in town. We get activity off the pews.
Did I tell you I had to vacuum in front of the pews like 3 times? It looked like cigarette ash on the floor.
Really?
Yeah, while you were out of town, I vacuumed that spot 3 times and it just kept coming back.
We've had that issue before where we've come in and find like debris on the floor. And yes, back when my kids are still helping out here.
The bad man's here.
He is? What's his name? Is this the person you told us to be careful of? Well, they find stuff on the floor here and go like, there's nothing from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Where'd this come from? Vacuum it up, next morning come in, there was more
back
of
there.
yeah, more stuff.
It's just really, really weird. Why is he a bad man?
Did he hurt you?
Sure.
Sean.
His name's Sean. We'll see if we can communicate with Sean tonight. Sean, are you here? Are you the bad man? Show us your...
Illegal.
Illegal.
What did you do that was illegal? Did you hurt someone? Did you hear that?
No, what'd you hear?
Tap by your office. Why don't you come closer? Tap on something near us. We're not going to hurt you.
Protected.
You were protected? Are we protected from the bad men? Or should we be worried?
I swear I'm hearing stuff behind
I know, I keep on picking up. Now it's quiet. There's no trucks or vehicles going by. It sounds like chatter going on back there.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York originally.
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
We both live in Littleton right now. Can you tell us where you're from? Tap right behind us. It's right here. Moving forward. If that's you, keep it up. We appreciate it.
Feel free to come even closer.
It beeps on everything all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Violate.
Right away.
Were you violated by the bad man? Were you upset that you weren't protected? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Were you here when it was a honky-tonk?
Or do you like to violate? Someone likes to open the door of the bathroom when I'm in here by myself.
Group.
Was it grope? We heard a lot of crazy things happen back when it was a bar. If you want, I'll leave a recorder going tonight. This way
May I touch you?
Yes, you can touch us.
you can touch either one of us. But not in the bathroom.
It spiked when you said that.
It's like movement in the back. Can you move one of the dolls in the back? If you push it to the floor, it's okay. I'll pick it up.
Jasmine.
Jasmine is.
Maybe it's the new doll.
Yeah, if you think the new doll's name is Jasmine, you can push it. Just don't break her. She's already got some cracks.
Listen to this.
Is that you in the back room making noises? If you folks hear anything that we don't, let us know. Put it in the comments. Because the camera will pick up things at frequencies that we won't hear with our ears.
Why don't you come join us in the front room? A few of you have, I think. Come play with the K2. Make it light up for us.
Can you tell us what year it is? You hear that? That was clear shuffling.
Yeah.
Joyce.
Their name. I mean, who knows how many people are attached to the
So many
building,
people, businesses, and so many families went through here, and the church and the honky tonk alone. How many people came
and
through?
the cemetery over there.
The cemetery's down the road. I mean, originally it was like a package store, dry goods store. People told me they cut the thinnest bologna.
Come closer. We hear you in the back. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk to you.
Go touch the new doll. Or touch any doll or anything in here that you like. Let us know.
I don't like talking.
Well,
Some of you do, some of you don't.
then show us that you're here in another way.
Knock on the wall, knock on the cooler or the glass up here. Touch one of us.
Rattle the door. We do that a lot anyway. What we can do is give it a break and move it to the back later. Maybe we'll get some activity back there by the new doll.
We can visit our friend by the pews. You heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. And the camera's draining again. Look at this. I just charged it. Are you draining the camera? all of a sudden I feel cold.
I'm feeling, it's chilly and I'm getting, like, I feel like something's just watching me back there.
I've been warm all day. All of a sudden now it's just got like a cold chill over me.
That was right behind us.
Yep. Bang right here.
My whole life was here.
That sounds
Okay.
like William. He was saying he was here over 50 years. And
Is your name William? Were you here this whole time? Sometimes I feel like my whole life is here. And I've only been here a little over a year. Do you want us to give it a break for a little bit? Since you don't like talking?
then we can move to the back where you're comfortable.
Or maybe somebody else wants to talk to us? There's a thump at the front door. You hear that? Was that you banging the front door?
Someone's coming.
Apparently, through the front door.
Knock, knock.
All right, we'll take a break if you want. We'll move to a different location in the museum. Thank you for all the conversation and the banging, and if you could do one more thing for us, we'd appreciate it.
Fond memories here.
Well, that's good.
Imagine if it's a church, there would be.
All right, we're going to move to the back. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, we're recording.
I just heard another one.
We just started recording. All right, we moved to the back. We've been getting all kinds of noises. We're literally in the back of the museum where the camera is entering the part that's kind of off limits to most of the public. It's my studio. We have a little back area over here. We have a kitchenette.
Office and
But so we've been getting a little responses where we're setting up. We put a millimeter up. We got a K2 next to her, and of course the spirit box. So we're going to see what kind of response we get here. We as we set up, I just mentioned I'm not hearing anything. All of a sudden, now that we're recording, we've just got a couple of knocks already. So if you want to do something, now's the time to do it. Make a knocking sound. Talk to us through the spirit box.
watched.
Watch. Okay, we're being watched. That doesn't surprise me.
Is there something you want to say to us?
Make a sound. That's why we moved back here.
Card trick. Knock on the wall.
That's my stomach. Come on.
Taste.
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 You're doing so well before. You're making noises. You're communicating with us. Let's do it again. We told you we're going to move to the back here. As you guys can see, it's a lot quieter back here. We're kind of like in a little tunnel area. We'll still pick up some noises from the side door, but not as bad as it was out front. Plus, it's later now. We don't have as much traffic.
Somebody flicked the tag on the box. Did you have something to say about that?
That was loud. We were setting up and we were talking and practicing with the camera. Also, you hear this flip thing. I go, what the hell fell out of the ghost box? And I saw the tag, the original tag on the box. It's a Ryobi.
So we tried to debunk it.
She figured out what it was
smacked
pretty
it, but I flicked it and it made the exact same sound.
If you can do that again,
Is that your spot in the pews?
did you drop ashes there?
Many died here.
Really?
We only know of one, I believe.
That's right. We were told somebody was shot in the building. Who else do you know who died? Can you tell us how they were killed? Attic again.
Another one behind us.
Let's get active again.
Can you tap a little louder for us?
Or move something. Even if we can't see it, we'll see it later on the camera if you move something behind us, or if you want to make a shadow behind us.
Visual.
You could do, yeah, do something visual, exactly, like a shadow. That'd be perfect, thank you.
Let us see something. We don't have to see it in front of our faces.
They'll tell us when they see it. Very light taps, though. This dog's making a mess here.
We found the door creaks. Do you want to make the door creak?
I'm thinking I'm hearing something in the back room.
Come closer to us. We're friendly.
You want to touch the millimeter, we'll be to see it. We just got to hit. Did you just touch the millimeter? If you did, thank you.
Williams.
Williams. Could be William.
That's a common name around here. Last name.
We just got to touch on the K2 as well. Another spike. Are you William or Williams?
Did you work here when it was a barbecue place? That's part of what the back was at one point. Takeout barbecue.
Alma.
Is that who worked in the barbecue place? Is that what you're telling me? If so, make a sound. It's not the kind of sound I was looking for.
Did you go to church here?
Did you work here when it was a mattress store? It used to be a laundromat too. And a car dealership. A package store. And now it's a Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum.
I just feel like everybody's watching, like I'm surrounded.
It's definitely not as comfortable as we were up front. It was more relaxed. This is more
Tense.
20.
20.
20. Are you saying there were 20 different businesses here? Or you were 20 years old? Maybe Williams was 20 when he worked here?
Mm-hmm. Or was it even around in the 20s?
No. This building's not that old. It's like 1939 is about the oldest date we can get on it. Come on, do something else. Make a sound. We had Boo Bear out for a little bit before. We didn't record him. It's the first time Liz has seen Boo Bear. Did you like
You will
him?
see me.
You won't see me.
We won't see you?
We'd love to see you, whether that's a shadow or a fog.
A full body apparition. Show yourself.
We're not afraid of you.
We got a large truck outside going by.
Keep thinking I'm hearing shuffling in your office.
Truck, I can't hear nothing. All right, now you can make a noise. It's quiet again.
What is in your hand?
A tissue. It's pretty specific.
Yeah.
Would you like me to put it down? Does it bother you? I'll put it on that old antique chair.
The noise was him.
Noises.
Not you? Was he the one making the noises? The shuffling and the tapping? Is that William?
I like William. He's very kind.
I put a meter in the other room. If you go near it, it's going to alarm.
Or you could move something around behind us if you're shy.
Make a shadow. Touch something.
Come closer to the K2.
And this is a tri meter, so it will tell us if you're doing something. And so we're getting activity off that. You hear it?
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. You're doing some light
That
touches.
was me.
Oh, yeah, that's you touching the meter? Thank you.
Can you tell us your name? We're very happy you're joining us.
Medicine.
You need medicine? If you need medicine, light the meter up more than you're doing. Well, you tell me you sold medicine here. When it was a store.
Listen for my voice.
All right, we're listening. Something in the back, definitely about my office.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in my office? You hear that? That was a male voice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I swear I could hear like breathing, and then I heard a voice.
I'm hearing a man's voice.
Okay.
Tell us your name.
Alaric.
Alaric?
Alaric.
Alaric?
Your name is Alaric? Would you like to come closer? Speak with us?
Touch one of us? No scratching.
I'm very, very cold.
Meter stopped. Did you leave us? A truck going by. Plus it feels different.
Mm-hmm.
Like something left.
I'm not cold anymore. I mean, it was like right up on me and then it was gone. What about the woman that was speaking with us? Can you come closer?
you want me to just leave a camera running all night?
Nineteen hundreds.
But I don't know what was on this property in the 1900s. Like 1940s when this building was built.
Are you scared to talk to us?
That was a loud bang. Is somebody in my office?
You don't have to be afraid.
All right, I'm going to leave some recorders going tonight, see what else I can do. Maybe I'll even see if I can get one of the cameras to run, one of the small night visions. And we'll see what we pick up. And then we got tomorrow.
Yeah, breathe.
Well, we're back to the dollhouse, which we haven't done a good investigation. And we're going to hit multiple floors and rooms. We just kind of did this because the cameras were dead. We actually, everything drained us. She got scratched at the dollhouse. So we said, let's come back here, shoot some B-roll. I wanted to talk about the museum too, and because of the activity we're getting here, and we started getting all kinds of noises, so we ended up doing a little investigation here.
Yeah, it ended up being a decent day.
Yeah.
So
it's not, it seems like it's kind of waning a little bit, so we're going to shut it down for a little. If things pick up, we'll just start recording again. And
go from
I'm
there.
here all night, so thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Talk to you a little bit.